Hey guys, welcome to wait, I forgot my intro. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jessie, also known as Sandwich Stitches, and this week we're gonna be prepping and doing Fan Expo. So if you haven't watched my last video, I highly recommend you watch it. It's just more Fan Expo prep. But Fan Expo is my biggest event of the year, unless I somehow get into Annie Revel, which I highly doubt. But right now, it is the biggest event of the year for me, and it's a 3-day anime convention in Vancouver, and I've been prepping for it. So I just want to show you guys what I've been working on. First off, we have a calico cat. All the patterns will be in the description. So yeah, I made this guy. Right now I kind of have like 3 of each cat. And I was debating making an orange cat because that's like part of my lineup usually. But if you saw my table setup last video, I just don't really have that much room, so I'm like a bit hesitant on making another variation that I have to put on the table, because right now I literally have, with my mock setup, I only had room for like 1 of each cat, and if they sell, I just like replace it on the spot, I guess. So I don't really know if I'll end up making an orange one. But then I'm like working on more rats, so I have a bit more time than I thought. So I've been working on some more rats, and now I have 3 of each variation. And then let me show you guys. So last week I was working on some Pokemon designs, right? I made another Snorlax because this guy turned out a bit deformed again. I don't know why. So I was working on this Pikachu. Yeah, so at first I made like 3 of them with this brown tip ear, because in my head I was like, oh, like in my head I thought normal Pikachu had black tip ears and black stripes and black like for the base of the tail. So I was like, oh, like to make it cuter, I'll just make all the black into brown. So that's what I did. And then only today, so I made this like yesterday, I think. Yes, yesterday. I made 3 yesterday, and then I was telling I showed this to my sister, and she was like, wait, isn't Pikachu's tip of the ear like usually black? And I was like, yes, but I thought it would be like if I make all the black brown. But then I looked at the pictures of Pikachu, which I totally did before. I don't know why I didn't realize, but like the tip of his ear is black and the rest is brown. So I made 2 more with black tip ears and brown tip. So this guy, out of my 4 now Pokemon patterns, definitely takes the longest, because I have to make the tail separately and the ear separately and then sew them together. The sewing is quite simple because they are really only attached by like 2 stitches, so it's like much easier than like sewing together like an arm or whatever. But it's just, you know, like more sewing for a like initially quick pattern. I mean, it's still quick. I think one takes me like 32 to 35 minutes, and there's the like embroidery and stuff, like compared to my Charmander and my Gengar, which I don't have here with me on my couch. It's definitely like more details and stuff, but hopefully people recognize it. I feel like Pikachu is so iconic that like it should be obvious, hopefully. I don't know, maybe I'm jinxing myself. So yeah, I like crocheted. Where is it? I already, like, before I remembered that the tip of the ears were black, I like made 2 more ears. So now I'm like, well, shit, I don't know if I want to like use these anymore. So I'll see once the event starts, and like if the brown tip ears do sell, maybe I'll just, you know, like, because I already crocheted them, so I might as well, like, if the brown tip ears do sell, I might as well just use up the 2 brown tip ears that I made and make another Pikachu with the brown tip ears, and then in the future Pikachus will be black tip ears. Yeah, so that's all I have for the crocheting. So actually, no, let me tell you guys about this. So I made a mistake. Is that the right word? I don't know. Basically, so initially I was selling these guys with the stars hot glued on, and like I remember like tugging at it and stuff, and it seemed quite like sturdy. So I sold a couple of them with the hot glued stars, but then the other day, like sometime last or late last week or something, um, a very kind past customer messaged me on Instagram and was like, "Hey, the stars fell off. Like 2 out of the 3 stars fell off already." And they were basically saying that like but it was like so cute that they would love to like order another one. But I like took the listings down to prep for Fan Expo, so they were wondering how to like order more. And I saw the message and I felt so bad. I was like, "Oh shit! Like I'm so sorry that like the quality was so bad." Like and like so I offered to make them a new one for free. And because they bought it from like a local event that I was at, I kind of guessed that they were in Vancouver, so I asked if they wanted to do like a pickup or a delivery, and then they ended up doing a delivery. So and they also wanted another one. So from now on, these included, I'm like sewing on the stars. And yeah, I just feel so bad. So if anyone has bought the Soot Sprites with the stars and they fell off, can you message me and I'll replace them for you for free? I am so sorry. But I made these two for the person that reached out on Instagram. So thank you for reaching out, and I'm gonna ship them tomorrow, which is Tuesday. Sorry, I should have said today is Monday. Yeah, so I'm gonna ship them tomorrow. And in terms of Fan Expo, setup starts Thursday night, or not starts, setup happens Thursday night. And then the event starts Friday at like, I need to double check the time. I think it's like 1, I don't know, 1 to 8, I think, on Friday. And then like Saturday is like 10 to 6. I have no idea. Honestly, I should check the time. But yeah, I'm like both excited because this time around I'm gonna have like pretty much my whole table of crochet stuff, right? Because last year I was like, I didn't even start sandwich stitches yet. I was just crocheting on my own, and I just like was selling whatever I had, or not even whatever I had. I like made like 8 of these tiny Perries, and I ended up selling like 29 that weekend because like they were selling so fast. I ended up just like crocheting nonstop the whole weekend to like keep up with the sales, and that became like my best seller at Fan Expo. So this year, you know, I like embraced more of the crochet business, so I'm gonna be selling like a full table, not a full table because I'm like sharing with my friend Nasis, but like a part of the table of crochet stuff. So I'm excited to see how well it'll go. And yeah, that being said, because I haven't been able to crochet as much as I would like because of my wrist stuff, I am prepping some stickers for like when my table hopefully eventually empties out, because yeah, I don't really have too many of some stuff. Like for the rats I have like 3 of each, but then like it's a 3-day con and usually the crowd is quite busy, so hopefully as the table empties out, I'll be able to like put out more of my like other art stuff, like my prints, my stickers, my charms and stuff. So I just printed out, so this, I already had these drawings, and I'm sorry if you're only here for the crochet stuff, but I'm just gonna talk about my table prep in general, my con prep in general. So I reprinted this because this guy Omen sold out for me, and yeah, and I'm just restocking some of the other designs. And then I've been working on some Dan Da Dan stickers. If you guys have watched the anime, it's a funky one, but the faces in there are so funny, so I really wanted to draw some of the faces and emotions. Sorry, I don't know why I like place. So this is Okarun, and then this is Gigi, and then this is the Turbo Granny. And yeah, it's kind of just a fun little thing. I wanted to, like, I literally started drawing them and finished drawing them. Like, I started yesterday, and then today I finished drawing them, and I'm printing them and cutting them. So this is all like quite last minute because the event is starting in like 4 days. But hopefully I don't know if once the crochet stuff sells, I'll be able to put these stickers out and sell them. Yeah, I like kind of messed up the lamination here. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's okay. I'm just gonna not sell this one. Yeah, so that's how it's going. So today is Monday and it's like 10 p.m. I was kind of crocheting for a while. My wrists and mainly, honestly, mainly my forearms were like feeling a bit funky, so I was crocheting earlier this afternoon. But I think I'm done crocheting for the night, so I'm just gonna cut out these stickers, even though I'm not in a huge rush to cut them out. Like, I need to like print them, and I mean, I don't even need to do it, to be honest, like this early, because I just needed to get them like drawn. But like, because I make them at home by myself, like between each day of the event, if I'm like running low on stickers, I can just like print them out and cut them out like the night in between the days. You know what I'm saying? Did that make sense? I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, I'm gonna go cut some stickers and watch some YouTube. Yeah. Alright guys, today is a Wednesday, so a day before Fan Expo setup, and I'm crocheting more Junimos. Wait, let me show you guys. Okay, so this is the one with the 4mm hook. You can see there's a lot more stitches. It has like 2 extra rounds of increases, and then like more rounds of the single crochet and blah blah blah. So this guy takes me, according to my spreadsheet, it took me like an hour before. And then, so I'm trying to modify it so that it takes me less time by like using a bigger hook and like modifying the pattern. So this was the first attempt, and it took me, oh, I don't know, I didn't record myself. I mean, time myself, sorry. But this guy turned out a bit flat. Sorry, I'm like holding the camera with the other hand, but like this guy turned out like super round, so I was like, that's weird. So I made another one today, and this guy turned out quite a bit, not quite a bit, I think one more round taller. It wasn't like an extra round of single crochet compared to the yellow, it was like an extra round of decrease, but it does add more to the height, and I think sometimes it's just the way I stuffed it. But like, so I'm gonna list the pattern creator in my description, but originally the leaf and the stem had to be sewn together, and I kind of didn't want to do that. So when I made this, I made like 6 of them or something like months ago, and I figured out a way to like make the stem and the leaf together, and now I can't remember how I did it. So the yellow one I tried one way, and then the purple one I tried another way, but neither of them look as clean as like this one. So I'm like, how did I do it? What the heck? I can't remember. But with my slower crochet speed now, this guy took me like 52 minutes, so not crazy faster, but like if I did the original pattern, it probably would have taken me like an hour and a half. And for like the size and what these guys are, I feel like an hour and a half would make them cost way more than I want them to be. So with this new time, I feel like it's a little bit more justifiable with like how much I'm gonna charge for them, which is either $25 or $27, which still sounds like a lot, honestly. But they just take me that long, and yeah, I'm just gonna see if it sells. People have asked me like, are they apples? And when I was playing the game, I like never thought about it, and I guess they are apples. They totally look like apples. I just thought they were like random blob creatures. Cute ones, but like random. But they totally do look like apples, right? I don't know. Anyways, I was like debating making another cow, but low-key I'm like, I don't know, like if I want to like maximize my time, I kind of feel like making the smaller items might be more worth my time. Like I can get more of them out versus like one big item. And I think with like, how do I say it, the time and the money that I get from making a small item, if I added add the time of the small item to the time of the large item, I think I get more money from the small item, if that makes sense. I don't know. Just business stuff and trying to make some sales make some more sales, I guess, if I'm able to, before I leave for vacation next month. Did I tell you guys that? I don't remember. I'm going to Japan for 2 weeks next month, so definitely no vlogging unless you guys want to see Japan vlogs, but I don't know. But it would be nice to have some extra money for Japan. So yeah, I'm hoping these guys can earn me some bucks. It's cute, right? Are they cute? I like them. They're cute. They're cute. It just stresses me out when things take too long to make, but they don't look like they're worth that time. It starts stressing me out. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just rambling. Guys, I just filmed an Insta reel, but here is pretty much all the stuff I have for Fan Expo. I've been weirdly stressing out that I have so much to do and that I didn't prep enough, but I mean, I feel like looking at it, it's not a crazy amount, but I feel like this is what I'm gonna have, so yeah, it'd be like that. Last night I was crocheting these chicken keychains. But yeah, this is the spread. I started stacking stuff because this is the edge of the bed. So yeah, this is the I can't even remember the word. The inventory, I don't even know. Yeah. How's it looking? It's looking, I guess. Here's the final setup. Oh my gosh, our booth is looking so cute. We set up a bit yesterday, and then I did most of my stuff today, but yesterday we were building the day. We have this garland going across the middle. It's supposed to light up, but it's broken. So that's fine. And then this is Mushi, and then that's Saya, and this is his cat. And then this is the plushies. I managed to squish some of them there's multiple, some of them there's just one of each, so I'll just try to restock it as it sells, hopefully. I'll see. And yeah, this is the setup. So not much different stock, but a lot of the same stock, as I've been saying. Yeah, it's looking not too bad. Wait, I forgot to put up the signs here. Otherwise, yeah, it's done. Oh my god, guys, so this is Fan Expo day one. I didn't vlog all day today. Hello. I didn't vlog all day today, but basically it's Friday, so I didn't think sales were gonna go well. I mean, it was gonna be okay, I hope, but I just look at my table right now. So I sold out of all my black calico and tuxedo cats. I sold out of my Remy's. Oops, sorry, there's people. And then just now, this girl comes over and she just bought 6 of my chickens, and they're $22 each. She was standing here for a while, debating, and I was like, okay, maybe she's choosing which color to buy. And then she was like, I'm gonna take 4 of them. And I was like, whoa, 4 chickens? And she was like, actually, I'm gonna take all 6 of them because I only had 6 on my table. And I was like, 6 chickens? It was a $132 transaction. Oh my god, that was crazy. That was my biggest transaction ever. Oh my god, I'm so shook. Oh my god, that was insane. Anyways, I think before that sale, I was at almost $600, and with that sale, I'm at $700 something today. What the? Hey guys, sorry I didn't vlog much today, but it's the end of day 2. It's currently 10. Oh my gosh, I'm just so tired. And I didn't vlog that much because it was so loud and I was so drained, and every second I got I was just crocheting. I'm currently making some more Perries. Basically this morning I packed a bunch of yarn, and then I left a bag of it at home. It was at my door, and when I it was at my door, and then I think I went in to grab something. Sorry, am I too far from the camera? I went in to grab something, and then I ran out the door, and I didn't grab the bag, so I couldn't finish making the Perries. But basically today went super duper well. I think it was my highest my highest grossing day ever. I need to like check the math and stuff at the end, so you can stay tuned. I will have a full recap at the end, but it went really well. Basically, out of all the stuff, like I had like basically I can't remember if I showed you guys. I had like a big tub of like crochet items, and that tub is completely empty, and everything that I had on my table was like all I had left, and it was basically like 2 chickens, 1 Junimo, one Smeeski. Oh, I have more Smeeskis at home. I forgot to bring. It was weird. I brought like a ton of hats for the Smeeskis, but I only brought like 3 Smeeskis, and I sold 2 of them, so I only had 1 left. And then I have like 1 gray cat, 1 white cat. I sold out of all my black tuxedo, orange. Is that all I? What are the other colors? Can't remember. Oh, calico. Oh, hey Mushi. Basically, I sold out of pretty much all my cats. Like day 1, I already sold out of like all my black and tuxedo cats and my calico cats on the Friday. And then wait, let me close my TV. Oh, now the lighting's kind of bad. Whatever. Sorry, I'm still tired. And then like the night, I was like sitting there. I couldn't finish it, but I basically like almost finished 1 black cat, 1 orange cat, and 1 white cat. And yeah, like those are the ones I prepped like the day like yesterday, and then like some last night, and then like I sold all of them, so I'm pretty much only left with 2 cats. I will either see you guys during day 3, or if I don't vlog anything again, I'll see you guys for the recap. Wait, no, I'll try to at least have 1 other clip in here before then, otherwise it'll go from one rambling to another. So yeah, I'm just gonna crochet some Perries. 3 Fan Expo! Hi Naces! Day 3 Fan Expo! It's, what time is it? It's 10:30, so it started like an hour ago. People are slowly trickling in. This is what I have left of my crochet stuff. This is literally all I have. I made these 3 pairs last night, and I brought out this ferret. I sold 1 last night, yesterday, and yeah, I sold a Junimo and a boy chicken this morning. So I only have these 2 white chickens left. I did crochet some more on the Skytrain here, so I'm gonna put those out. And my 3 Snorlaxes, and then my 1 Gengar, and then 2 cats. And then I do have more Smeeskis, but that's it. So, yep. And then I put out my prints and charms and stuff, and my stickers. Hey guys, I'm back home. I have finally crunched up all the numbers. This is the spreadsheet, and I just really messily tracked like sales, cash sales here. Don't mind this random notepad that I'm using. They just gave this to me for free in my mailbox. Let me just go to my couch because I am so cold in this room. Alright, here is the result of Fan Expo. Let me just talk about the event. Don't mind my fit. I just want to get cozy. This has been a long 3-day convention. Let me talk about the good. Actually, there's not much bad, but let me talk about the good. Basically, it was a really lucrative con for me. I'll talk about the numbers later, but like sales wise, it went amazing. I basically sold out of like every single crochet item that I prepped for this con, and then during the convention, I was like crocheting almost non-stop. I would like take breaks to like stretch my wrist and stuff, but like I would still be crocheting like pretty much as I could. Sorry, are you guys too far from me? And then a lot of people were super duper nice. I met a lot of like vendor friends, and we got to chat and stuff for a little bit, and it seemed like the general consensus was that on Friday it was really slow for a lot of people. Like some people were saying it was like one of their worst days ever at Fan Expo, like across the years. And then Saturday was really really good for a lot of people, me included, where it was like a lot of people were like breaking their like Fan Expo record. And then on Sunday, I don't know if people were talking about it. I haven't really checked or asked people. But for me, it kind of went like Friday, Saturday. Oh, like Friday, Saturday. Wait, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday, in terms of sales. But it was mainly because I ran out of crochet stuff towards the last bit of Sunday, and so like overall most of my sales were crochet, and then like towards the end I had to bring out like my like my prints and like charms and stuff, but like I sold a couple of them, which is really good, but definitely crochet was like my main thing and my main earner. Yeah, so vibes were really nice. The people were really friendly. It's always super fun to table with Naces, my friend, and Cassidy, who's like like the table next to us. um yeah, I feel like I was like tired. Like Saturday, the hours are super long. Like it was supposed to start at 9:30. I showed up at 10, and then ended at 8. So it was like 10 hours. I'm sure you just watched my Saturday recap, whatever. Um, oh, I forgot to mention it's Sunday. Did I mention that? It's Sunday night. I came back from Fan Expo. It ended at 5. It started at 9:30, ended at 5, and then it's like 10 right now. I was just like taking a break and eating dinner, and then like um crunching the spreadsheet that you just saw, and blah blah blah. So yeah, overall, I definitely recommend. I know Fan Expo was really hard to get in. I'm super thankful that my friend is like willing to share a table with me. Um, but yeah, I'm like so tired. I don't even know what I'm talking about. There's not much like drama or anything that happened. I kind of just like sat on my table and sold stuff the entire weekend. No like drop shipping drama or anything. There was maybe like 5 other crochet tables there, but the event is like huge, you know, and like in terms of competition, it's like well, there's a lot of competition for like the prints and stuff, because that's kind of like prints, stickers, charms, because that's kind of what the artist alley is like known for. So in terms of crochet stuff, it's actually like relatively very little, and I got to chat with one of them that I've never talked to before, and I don't think I've seen them around the events. Maybe no, I don't think I've seen them. I took their business tag. I'm gonna tag them here. They were super friendly. I wanted to talk to another one, just to, like say hi and stuff. But they were always busy when I walked by. I walked by like 3 times, and they were always talking to someone. So I didn't get a chance to say hi. But that's okay. They also like, I think we all had like cute like Pokemon and stuff, but everyone was like very different. Um, but yeah, it was overall very very good event. Yeah, I don't think I have much to say otherwise. It was good but very tiring, and I had like a headache yesterday night, and then like all of yesterday night, and then like this morning I like took some more Tylenol and stuff, so I was feeling a bit better, but then the headache came back, and I took another Tylenol like towards the end. So yeah, very tiring, but it wasn't too bad. I feel like my wrist, considering how much I was crocheting, feels not as bad as I was expecting, which is really good. Okay, anyways, let's get to the numbers, the nice juicy numbers that I have crunched for you all. So I'm gonna talk about my top sellers. Oh my gosh, sorry. I have my picture, like I have the spreadsheet, a picture of the spreadsheet open on the side of my phone. So my number one bestseller is my cats. So in total I sold, wait, let me do the math. 13, 16. Yes, sorry. I have the cat divided into like by color, but in total for all my cats, I sold every single cat. So I had 16 cats apparently according to my spreadsheet, and I sold them for $35 each. So I made a total of $560. So for the prices of my cats, it was definitely kind of experimental. By the way, all prices are in Canadian. So originally I was selling them for $27, but then I saw on like Etsy and stuff, a lot of people were selling them for like $35 to $45. So I was kind of like, wait a second, am I underselling my cats? Because my cats always sell like super duper well for me at like any event, and they're like super cute and people love them. So like I can't, like, they're always like out of stock. So I figured, like, because the demand was there, I like seeing other people's prices, I was like, okay, let me try raising it, and it still sold super duper well. So yay, that was very nice. um yeah, day one I sold out of, literally, like, the Friday I literally sold out of all my black tuxedo and calico cats, and then I had like my gray and white cats. And then day two I crocheted three more cats, a black one, a calico one, and an orange one, because I kept, like, through the days I kept like messing up what yarn color to bring, and I would have like barely enough to like finish something, or I would be missing like one color to finish something else, and blah blah blah. So that's why I like crocheted these like three random cats, and yeah, I sold all of them. But towards the end, it was like interesting that none of my gray cats or white cats were really selling until like the end of day two, and then like in day three I sold them. So yeah, for Fan Expo this year specifically, it seemed like the tuxedo, and the calico and the black ones were the most popular for me. But in terms of like the numbers, I prepped 4 calicos, 3 blacks, 4 grays, 2 tuxedos, 2 whites, and 2 oranges. But like again, it's not really accurate because like I don't have enough of each number to know how much is the most popular, because I ended up selling out of all of them. Well, I guess we do know, because the most popular I sold out of day one. But it's weird because normally my gray ones sell really well too, because people are like pushing and then they buy it. But yeah, so that's the numbers for the cats. And then my second bestseller was my Perry the Platypus. Shout out to this little guy for carrying all my crochet markets. This time I sold 17 of him for $18 each, so I made a total of $306. Again, like I've been saying, I like raised all my prices because I just like cannot keep up with the demand. So I figured, sorry, let me adjust my cushion. I figured I raised them by a little bit, for how long they take me with my wrist hurting. So yeah, I sold them for 18 and they were like flying off the shelves. I literally sold out of all of them. Oh, actually, I didn't. I only sold like one, I think, one or two day one. But then day two, like I sold out of them like super early on, and then like people kept coming back, or people like kept pointing them out and stuff, and then so I would like sell out, and I would like keep crocheting more, and I would sell out and keep crocheting more, and it's very much a deja vu of last year's Fan Expo, where it was like kind of the only thing on my table. Like I had like only like 2 items of crochet on my table, and Perry was like one of the two, I guess one of the like 3. But people were like freaking out about the Perrys, and then they were like, oh, it's like, oh my gosh, it's Perry the Platypus. A lot of them did try to take off the hat, but I don't make them removable because I've tried it. I've tried making the same exact pattern. So my Perry, it's like round and not like the original Perry is like he's like a long boy, right? But I make mine round, and with the original round pattern, if I crochet the hat and the body separately, if you take off the hat, the round Perry looks super weird, and I didn't like that, so I didn't bother crocheting them separately, although a lot of people were saying that it would be so cute, and I also do feel like it would be so cute. And for a period of time, I was trying to make a Perry pattern where it still looks cute with the removable hat, but I don't know what happened. I kind of just like got bored of it or something, or I don't remember, but it never like existed. So yeah, but a lot of people, like, I was crocheting Perry's literally all weekend, and like a lot of people loved them, and yeah, in the end I like sold out of every single one. Like I brought 8 to the event, and I ended up crocheting 9 more, and I sold out of all of them. And yeah, there were like long periods where I just didn't have any Perrys, and I would put one out and it would sell. So yeah, that was super good. Shout out to Perry. Highly recommend making him. And yeah, And then next up was my rats and opossums. I sold 14 of them for a total of $252 at $18 each. Yeah, again, these guys like sold out. Like I think I literally like the opossums and the Remy sold out really fast, like day one. And then like I had a couple people come back asking for Remy's and opossums, but I didn't have any. In the end, I made one more Remy from my original stock, and then yeah, I definitely like I sold all of it like within the hour. Yeah, and then the white ones and the gray ones eventually went too, but they weren't as popular as the opossums and the Remy's. But yeah, in the end, they all sold. I didn't have any more rats. Like throughout the weekend, like my crochet table will go from like this size to like this size to like this size, and then in the end, it ended up being like literally just a tiny like square on the table because I just like had less and less crochet stuff, and I would just put out more of my like other prints and stuff. So again, I don't know how much more I could have made if like I had more stock. I feel like I need to like be prepping for Fan Expo like 4 months in advance or something. Like I only really started crocheting this stuff in January after like my Christmas market, and then I was like my wrist was hurting, so I was trying to take a break but not really. I maybe took like a couple day break between like Christmas and New Year's, and then I was just like crocheting a little bit, right? A little bit every day. So I don't know if like next year's Fan Expo, if my wrist is feeling better, I could crochet more, or I just start prepping for it really early and just choose not to do any markets in the holiday season. And then next up is my Pokemon series, which it was like a super last minute thing. If you watch my previous vlogs, you'll know that I kind of just like started a series low-key for Fan Expo, and also just to like, you know, like have some Pokemon in my inventory that won't take me too long to crochet. So I was selling them for $18 each, and I sold a total of, does that add up? 6, 7, yes, 12, sorry. I sold 12 of the Pokemon plushies for $18 each for a total of $216. So it actually did not sell crazy well. So my Pikachu sold super duper well, and then the other ones kind of struggled to go eventually. So I sold 5 Pikachus, 3 Charmanders, 3 Snorlaxes, and 1 Gengar. I asked some people, like I think I heard 2 people recognize them as Gengar because they're like, oh my gosh, it's Gengar. But I don't know if anyone else recognized them as Gengar. But my Pikachus definitely everyone recognized. Like some people specifically asked for the brown tipped ear Pikachus, which I low-key made as a mistake. But like people like liked it, I guess. And yeah, I sold out Pikachus like early day 2, and I just like never made more because I was prioritizing like my cats and like my Perrys and stuff. So I didn't end up making any more Pikachus. So 5 Pikachus was all I had, and I sold out of all of them. And I sold out of all 3 Charmanders that I had. And I think they kind of went a bit slower. Like I did eventually sell out of the 3, but like it was like kind of a little bit of a struggle. Like people would buy like once every like few hours. Day 2, I did sell out of all 3 day 2, I think, or maybe 1 day 3, I don't know, but it was definitely like a slower sale item. And in the end, one of the only few crochet items I had left was 1 Snorlax and 1 Gengar out of the Pokemon series. So yeah, I don't really know if it's like people weren't really recognizing it or I didn't really do a good job. I mean, I definitely think the Gengar is a miss. Looked too confusing. I felt like some people were like, oh, was it like Nidorina or whatever, the like spiky purple Pokemon. Yeah, so I feel like people didn't really recognize Gengar. I think Snorlax maybe people recognized, but maybe it didn't really look that good or something. I don't know. I think people knew that it was Charmander, but maybe like not that many Charmander fans. I don't know. But Pikachu for sure sold very well. So yeah. And then up next was kind of a surprise. I sold 10 of my small chicken keychains for $12 each for a total of $192. Wait, that math doesn't add up at all. I think I sold, okay, wait, I need to double check my spreadsheet. Hold on. Sorry, I checked. I sold 16 of them for a total of $192. So yeah, I didn't really write what color sold, but kind of like basically whatever color I put out, it was selling. And it was just like random, I was just crocheting random color chickens. Not random, like the main like Stardew colors. Mainly like the white, black, and white. Wait, I said white twice. Did I just say white twice? Blue, white, and black. Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm going insane. Yes, those three because I didn't really bring any brown yarn. Yeah, those three. Like I think I started the weekend with maybe 4 or 5. It was very much like I think I had like one from like previous, like I don't even really put them out often, kind of like forget about them and they're like in the corner of my box somewhere. But like very last minute, like the last like 2 days or something, 3 days before the convention, I was kind of like, oh, I want to like crochet random stuff to put out. So I was just like, okay, I'll just make some chickens, and they were like super quick and easy. And they ended up selling pretty well, surprisingly. I think I don't actually I don't know because it is the lowest item point price point lowest item price point on my table at $12. Everything else is like 18 plus. So oh, I had like 2 things for 15, but everything else is like most of the other stuff is was quite more expensive. Oh my gosh, sorry, I cannot talk. It was more expensive, so I don't know if that helped or people just like the tiny chickens. Well, I think a lot of people did like the fact that they were so small and they were like keychains and stuff. I sold like a couple without keychains just because like variety options, you know. But I don't know. I like literally sold out of like every single one. And then in the end, like the last hour, I like made 2 more and I put them out. But I think the crowd like didn't wait like a lot, and I didn't really have that much crochet stuff. So the last hour, like no one was really looking at my stuff. So I didn't like those 2 guys. I had 2 more small chickens left, but like I definitely sold out of like every chicken keychain I put out. Someone even someone commissioned me for like 2 small chickens like on the spot on Saturday because I only had like I think blue or black ones out there, and she was asking me about like if I had other colors, and I asked her what color she wanted, and she said she wanted 2 white ones. So I was like, yeah, like come back in like an hour or so and I can like get them ready for you. And like because it was a 3-day con, she was there like all 3 days, I guess. She ended up coming back a few hours after she placed the order. And it was so cute. I gave it to her and she was like, oh my god, thank you so much, I love them. I think she was buying it for like her sister or something. And then the next day, today, she came back and bought like one of my like blue or black ones that I had out. So yeah, very cute, very cute. And then my 5th place were my Smeeskies. I sold 5 Smeeskies for $25 each, but all 5 of them I sold with hats. So wait, did I sell all of them with hats? Maybe not. Actually, maybe not. But I sold 5 Smeeskies, $25 each, and I sold 5 hats for $5 each. So in total, I made $155 from them. It was kind of interesting. I had 2 customers separately. One bought like a witch hat, like I think they were just like they grabbed a hat and they were kind of just like looking at it, and I was like, huh, like what's happening? And then like they asked if they could just buy the hat by itself, and I was like, okay, sure, it's like $5. But low-key, $5 is like kind of too cheap for the hats. I like kind of like took a portion of the hat price and put it in the Smeeski price, and the same thing happened with like one of the frog hats. But in total, yeah, I sold 5 Smeeskies. I don't think I sold any Smeeskies day 1. They were like kind of like a bit on the side of my crochet stuff, and then day 2 I kind of moved them a little bit closer, but it was like it low-key felt like a bit slow to sell. But in the end I did sell 5. Day 2 I like for some reason I only brought like 3 or 4 Smeeskies, and I brought like a ton of hats. For some reason, like I had more at home, I just didn't bring it. So day 2 I like sold out of some Smeeskies, and then there was like only one out there, I think. And then day 3 I brought more, and I sold like I think 3 day 3, I'm not sure. And then my number 6 bestseller, super close, my number 6 were Cheeky Frogs, at $25 each with an asterisk, for a total of $152. So $3 difference from my 5th place. The asterisk is because I started them off at $27 on Friday. I think I sold one on Friday, and then on Saturday, I think the first few hours, they weren't moving at all, and I was kind of like, I have like 5 more of these guys, and they're kind of big and chunky and taking up a lot of space under my table in my box. I guess it didn't matter because the box was taking up space anyways. It didn't matter, but I was kind of like, I'm not really selling them. So I decided to lower their price by $2, and these guys were the only ones I lowered the price for from the initial like price increase. So I lowered them by $2 back to their original $25 price. I kind of like, I made like, this was like last year, I made like 6 of them or whatever, and I kind of like sold out of them, and then I like never made more. But I figured I would make more for this convention, and yeah, like the first day and a half it wasn't really moving, but then it suddenly like got really popular. I don't know if it was because of the price decrease. I don't know if I could have kept it at 27, but they definitely sold at 25, and a lot of people really liked their butt cheeks, and thought it was super funny. So yeah, that was really good. And then let me tell you guys some more fun numbers. So in terms of sales, these are full transparent numbers. I hopefully did the math right. I don't know, I'm kind of tired today. I don't know why I'm doing this right now. I just kind of want to film this video and talk about these numbers. So day 1, on a Friday, I made $761, considering it was a Friday, and like the first 2 hours are super duper slow because it was like 1 through 3. It was like VIP only hours apparently, so not a lot of like non-VIP like passes. I mean, I guess no non-VIP passes could come in, and also like a bunch of people had school and work and stuff. But then eventually it kind of like picked up, but still a lot of people were like, oh, I want to like shop around, you know, because a lot of people were there for all 3 days. So they wanted to shop around and stuff. So considering all of that, I was still able to make $761, which was crazy to me. I can't remember if I told you guys, like this one person like, oh yeah, I did. I remember filming a clip of it. I was super excited because it was insane that this person bought like 6 of my chicken for $22 each. That was crazy. Wait, low-key, I don't know if I did the math right, because 761 for the first day sounds kind of high. I felt like I did the math at the end of day 1, and it was like $650. I don't know where this extra $100 came from. You're just gonna have to take my word for it. I feel like that's correct. I will correct the numbers on the screen if it's not correct. And then day 2, I made $1,431, which is crazy because that's how much I made the entire weekend last year. And the first year I did Fan Expo, all 3 days, I made $1,000 with just like my Prince Charms stickers, and with the increase of tiny bit of crochet stuff, I made like 1,400 last year, all 3 days. But this year, just one day alone, I was able to beat all 3 days of last year, which is insane to me. Like, holy smokes, thank you guys so much. If anyone from Fan Expo is watching this video, hello, thank you so much for buying my stuff and supporting me. Yeah, I was super blown away. Low-key, the day felt like a blur, so I don't know if I seemed that enthusiastic or anything. I was just so tired, but like it's so crazy to me that like so many of my plushies sold and so many people really love them. So yeah, that makes me really happy. And then day 3, this was where like I like definitely sold out. Like I did like still have like a bit of crochet stuff, but I was definitely like running out, and then towards the last few hours it was definitely like barely any crochet stuff. So day 3 I made $584, which is still really really good considering that like I wasn't really sure if I could break like maybe like $400 today, because I didn't really have a lot of crochet stuff. Between day 2 and day 3, I made like 3 Perries. Oh, actually, I ended up crocheting like 6 Perries, like 3 overnight, and then like 3 on during the day, and then like 1 Remy and like a couple chickens, I believe. So yeah, that was super duper good. So in total, across all 3 days, I made $2,776. What? Oh my gosh, this is insane. Like, I kind of feel like I maybe could have broke 1,000 like average a day if I had more crochet stuff, but I am super duper happy with this number. So like, oh my gosh, thank you guys so much. It was crazy. I'm already like excited for next year's Fan Expo, even though this one just ended, and I'm like so tired and I need like a month to recover. But it was insane. Thank you guys so much. And according to my calculations, out of the $2,700, 2,100 of that was crochet stuff. Wait a second, does that make sense? I don't know if I sold $600 worth of stickers, prints, and keychains. That doesn't make sense. I need to recrunch these numbers. Hold on. Oh my gosh, sorry. Okay, sorry. The actual number is $2,516 of crochet stuff. So it's like 200, like less than 200? What's the math? I don't know. Something around there, 200-ish of that was like my stickers and stuff. Briefly about that, I put out some stickers day 2. My Down the Down stickers, my like Turbo Granny stickers sold really well. I ran out, so don't know if I could have sold more, but I ran out of them. They were popular-ish, like compared to my crochet stuff. Like, it wasn't like not too many people were looking at my stickers, but the people that did like my Turbo Granny sticker. And I sold some Okarin ones, and a lot of people bought my like 3 One Piece brother cat stickers in a set, because I had like a buy 3 for 10 deal. So a lot of people bought that, and I saw a couple, like not that many, but a couple like Valorant and like cats. And I did sell a few Japanese stickers, which was really nice, because a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, it's you, and they'll like put on different or something. Anyways, not too relevant, but yeah, I sold like some Hollow Train Dragon prints, a couple, and I sold like maybe like 2 charms. So like definitely doesn't make up a big amount of my sales. So it's very nice that I do have these items to like fill up my table and like potentially get some sales if I run out of crochet stuff. So it's like kind of a nice safety net, but they definitely don't do nearly as well as my crochet stuff. And also, because I only had the table space, I couldn't really display my prints and my charms that well. I ended up like putting my charms in like a box with like some tissue paper, but I don't know if that made it look even more scuffed. I feel like crochet stuff on tissue paper looks not too bad, but I feel like charms on tissue paper kind of looks like it's like a discounted item, because it's like normally like hung up all nice, but my charms were just like out without anything on tissue paper, and I feel like it's like, oh, like this is the last one, like discount item vibes, you know? I don't know. No offense if you do that, I don't know, but for me, I was like, yeah, I don't know, it was kind of just like I just wanted them out on the table in some way. And then for my prints, I had the Hollow Train Dragon one, because they've been my best sellers in terms of prints for the last 2 years, and they're kind of like my most earning item besides my crochet stuff. So I like had them out on the table, like flat, like out. But then for like my other prints, I had like one like wooden dish rack thing, and I put like some of my prints that according to my data last year sold well. But as my friend Aces pointed out, like every year it's very different what sells well. So like I don't really know, because I didn't end up selling a single one of those prints. I don't know if it was like, probably displaying it better could have helped, but again, I didn't really have any shelf space, so it is what it is. I don't really know if it would have made too much of a difference, but yeah, I just had it out on the table. So yeah, I also had like $10 oopsie bags, and I sold like 3 of those. So that was something. Yeah, that was something. So yeah, overall, I felt like this weekend passed both very fast and very slow. Like sitting there, it felt quite slow, but then towards the end, I'm kind of like I felt like I was like barely conscious, and so it kind of like barely exists in my head, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like in the moment, felt slow, but then I was like, oh, it's already over. Like I don't even know what I did today. Every time I would just like sit there and zone out, talk to customers if they come, and then I would just like zone out and crochet, and then like I check my watch and it's like 2 hours pass, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what happened? Um, so yeah, um, I think that wraps up my fan expo summary. Again, mainly just sat there and talked to customers and crocheted. Not too much other drama stuff. Sorry, I don't know. I'm just rambling. In terms of future videos, I'm gonna take a break, going to Japan for 2 weeks next month, and then I have a market April something. I don't know. It's like more of a craft market, for Vancouver pop-ups. Can't remember what it's called. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a bit more of a craft scene, and so it's like both good and bad because I wanted to sell out for Fan Expo and I pretty much did. I only have my Smeeskis left, which I like crochet a shit ton. Well, actually, my mom helped me crochet them, but I have like a shit ton of Smeeskis, so I wasn't expecting to sell out of those. But in the end, I only had like from my original stock, I have my Tigger left, and I have one teal Stingray and uh one Snorlax, one Gengar, and that's like pretty much it. I did sell like one ferret, and then I had like one extra ferret. Oh, let me talk about the ferret. Sorry, I know I said I was gonna wrap up the Fan Expo stuff, but a while back, these ferrets are the reason why like my wrist is all messed up because I was like selling a bunch of ferrets on Etsy, and then but then the yarn is like the like feels like bliss yarn, and it does feel super soft, but it's like super slippery, and like I don't know how I'm crocheting with them. Like I feel like it's like super slippery, so it's like really hard for me to crochet them, and then it like messes up my wrist so much. So I like completely stopped crocheting them. But I had like one with like weighted beads and then one with like normal polyfill stuffing. Um, and with the weighted beads one, I put both out, and I was like kind of too lazy to like write a separate sign, so I was selling both for $40. I ended up very thankfully selling the weighted beads one because with the weighted beads, every time people were picking it up, I had to explain to them that the weighted beads one like were stuffed with weighted beads, but like very occasionally like some of the beads will like fall out. So I had like maybe 2 or 3 customers like really like a lot of people like picked up the ferrets and were like kind of like feeling them and stuff, but I had like maybe 3 customers really considering buying the ferrets, and for those customers I would like explain the difference between the two, and it was kind of just like a big paragraph of like blah blah blah. And I was like so tired already, and but like like I wanted to like warn them and stuff, because I felt bad. Like if they buy it and stuff starts like falling out, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. So I want to explain it to them. And then by the 3rd customer, thankfully, like she was debating between the weighted one or the polyfill one, and she picked the weighted one. Even the second one was like, oh, like she liked the jiggle, the weight of the weighted beads. She didn't end up buying it, but yeah, the 3rd customer bought the weighted ones, thankfully. So now I don't have to explain this, and I can just put my normal ferret out and try to sell the last one. Or yeah. So I don't think I'll continue making them because they just hurt my wrist too much. Although I still have a ball of the yarn, so I don't know. Maybe if my wrist recovers like fully, I'll make more. But yeah, that's that. So sorry, I got so sidetracked. So out of the original stock, um, the stuff that I said like 5 minutes ago or whatever, that's what I had left, and then I had like some like random stuff that I dug out to sell, like my blind boxes that I kind of like also discontinued. I sold 2 of them. I have one left. So yeah, with the ferret, one ferret left, one blind box left. I sold one random like Soot Sprite that I found, and then I had one like ghetto keychain. Um, he did not sell this weekend, and a lot of people like I think either had no idea what it was, or like yeah, like I don't think people knew that it was like one, like no one knew it was Ghetto, which is totally fair. It doesn't look like Ghetto at all. Without Gojo, I think if Gojo was there, then people will know. But without him, like people are like Black Cat, but a lot of people were like weren't even like Black Cat. Like a lot of people put him down, but he was like upside down. Like I think people couldn't even tell like the orientation of him. So I ended up adding like a keychain to the top of his head and was trying to sell as a keychain, but like no one bought it. And like some people still put him upside down. So I think that was definitely a bit of a miss. The reason why I'm not selling Gojo is because the whole like cutting out the glasses and stuff kind of takes way too long to be selling him at $15. So for like my time, it's not really worth. But if I eventually get a cutting machine and I'm able to cut out the glasses with like a silhouette or something, I might resume making him, because I really like Gojo the character, and I think the cat is like super cute. So yeah, that's like literally it. I think that's like literally all there was on my table. I'm so sorry I like didn't take a picture. Every time towards the end, it's like as the clock is ticking down, I'm like, all right, time to start packing, and I just like grab everything from the back and I just like start packing up. So I'm like never able to take a picture, or I never remember to take a picture towards the end. Anyways, back on topic. I'm taking a break next week, but not next week, next month. But then in April, I do have one market and potentially another market a week after. That one is more of like a anime one. I submitted an application. I don't know if I'm in yet. I don't think they sent out acceptances yet. Hopefully soon, but also if I get in, I don't really know what I'm gonna do, because I literally have like nothing left over from Fan Expo, so, and I do want to give my wrist a break. I don't want to kill it, so either I come back from Japan and I crochet like crazy, or I like back out my first market, because usually the anime theme ones do better for me than the craft ones, or I go to both, but it's like both, like I want both events to do well, but also like if I don't do well at the first one, then at least I can kind of maybe depend on the anime one to do a bit better. So those are the options. I don't really know, or I go to both, and I just like try to sell like crochet, like a little bit of crochet, whatever I can make, and then like my other stuff, which yeah, like I said, don't really do as well. So I don't know, it's like very tiring to go to like an event and like sit there all day, even though you kind of are just sitting there all day. It's very tiring. So like I don't know if it's necessarily worth it for me to go out just to like not have that much crochet stuff. Again, I don't know, I'm just thinking with a very, very tired brain. So yeah. Okay, I think that's enough rambling. I'm gonna let you guys go to the next video or whatever. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope this video was helpful for like whatever you want to like market prep, or like give you some insight on like prepping crochet stuff for markets, anime markets. Alright, thank you guys so much. Goodbye guys.